This video is sponsored by Skillshare. This week we're taking a look at a new 35mm camera that I've picked up recently. It's the Voigtlander Bessa R. I've been shooting a lot more 35, so I thought it was time to upgrade from my little Canon A1 that you may have seen my video on. It honestly had a couple problems. So the Voigtlander Bessa R was the camera that I decided to go with for a couple reasons that I'll talk about in this video. I'm going to talk you through the camera, kind of what it's about, and we're gonna take some pictures with it. You may have seen Joe's video where we came to Roosevelt Island and I shot with his Leica M6. So I thought it would be appropriate to come back here to test out this camera and take some photos with it. I'm gonna load this camera up with some Portra 800. I'm gonna tell you about the features that it has and kind of show you how it works. It's a really fun little unique camera. It's super compact, which was one of my favorite things about it. So let's go take some pictures with it. Once you kind of see that the film is advancing, you can close the back and wind to the first frame. The lens I picked up for this camera is the Voigtlander 35 f2. I saw a really good review about this lens on my friend Matt Day's channel, so I decided to try this thing out, and so far I've really enjoyed it. My favorite thing about it has to be that it's pretty compact for an f2.5 lens. I can literally fit this camera in my jacket pocket, no problem at all. So definitely one of the things that drew me to this thing was just how small it is. Shoot at 250 at 11. Let's see here. Cool. Dude, I love that light on there so much. I guess one of the first things that really surprised me when I started using this camera after I bought it was just how clear the rangefinder is. I heard good things about it, but it really is one of the brightest and cleanest looking rangefinders that I've tried on a camera. You also have frame lines that switch inside the rangefinder with this dial, and it just uses the ambient light to illuminate them, which is cool, so it doesn't need a battery necessarily. It's also a fully mechanical camera, so if you do run out of batteries, you can still use this thing fully just without a light meter, which it also does have built in. That was one of the biggest things I wanted in a camera, was a light meter built in, so that this is kind of the all-in-one package. One of the things that I like so much about 35 is the fact that if I want to, like, I don't feel bad taking 2 photos of a green pole, just because it's 35 and I feel like you have a little bit more room to play with how many shots you have. This is a really nice frame, a lot of different things going on here. A lot of nice shadows, good stuff. So, first roll through the Bessa. I'm shooting Portra 800, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, I think I did. Where did I put my other film? Here it is. I just wanted to be on the record that this camera is really easy to load, but it's absolutely freezing out right now. So if I'm doing a terrible job, that's why. Yeah, that's fine. The price point of this camera is pretty interesting. I picked this up with the Voigtlander 35mm lens for about $500, which for a 35mm camera is pretty expensive, but at the same time, I would say it's comparable to something like a Leica M6 and a G2. So at that point, it is a pretty decent price, but it is still a lot of money for a 35mm camera. It does have those really nice premium features though. The build quality is incredible. It feels super smooth to operate. The shutter feels really nice, and the rangefinder is just super clean. So it's up to you whether or not this camera is worth it or not. I think if you are looking for something that you want to use every day, this definitely fits that box. I'm definitely going to be carrying this around with me a lot more often. Oh man, this is pretty with the moon. Wow, man. Beautiful. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my little first impressions review video of the Bessa R. I've been having a lot of fun shooting with this camera lately, and it's been a really nice upgrade from my Canon A1, which I was using previously. Finally, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. Skillshare has some incredible online classes covering a range of photography topics. I've personally really been enjoying this class by Andre Wagner, where he teaches everything from his process on the street taking photos to how he develops and prints his film in his darkroom at home. Make 2020 a year of creativity by clicking the link in the description to get 2 months of Skillshare premium membership for free and explore your creativity. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. You can check out my friend Alan in the description. He did all the filming on this, and he's an awesome photographer as well. My Instagram will also be linked in the description, as well as everything we talked about in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.